G'day everybody, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about a review or about something that I have had here several months ago now. Some of the astute amongst you would have remembered there was a black cloth sitting on top of my preamp with a component under it. And I was going through a pretty rigorous testing program at that point with this particular component. And lots of things have been happening on the channel, obviously, and I've put this thing back further and further and further. And I thought, well, now this is a great time to go through this process with you guys and explain to you what that item is and the steps in which I've gone through to assess this component in my system. So the component that I'm talking about is from Theoretica Applied Sciences, and it is the Bacch Adio, which is the second from the top in the below the grand, and it is the essentially all-in-one unit DAC, analog inputs, digital inputs, outputs, so on and so forth. So this particular unit that I had in here for review was a fully optioned unit, so it had every conceivable option that can be applied to the unit, but it did not have, because it was not released at the time, the room correction software, the ARC room correction software, which is now, as I understand it, released on all of the models. So before I get into this, I want to step you through the process. I'll do this as probably a 3-part series. I have a lot of video that I'll need to edit down into digestible episodes. But the first video that you'll see following my introduction here now is the unboxing video. So you guys will see what comes in the box, and it's a sizable box. Everything that is in the box is revealed. It's all I'll take it all out, show you everything in the first video. In the second video, I will show you how I implemented the unit into the system, and I'll talk about that in a intro video for the next series about what took place with all of that aspect of things. And then I will give you, which will hopefully be the final episode in this series about the Bacch Adio, will be the how I found it in my system. I guess my final thoughts video on the system itself, on how I found it in my room with my hi-fi system, and then we'll open the discussion up in the video about whether you agree with me or disagree with me in relation to my findings. So another thing that I just want to stress quickly is that if you are a subscriber here on an Aussie audiophile, I consider you as part of the family, my family of like-minded individuals, audiophile people that are interested in what I'm talking about. So with that, and with all 3,100 of you and growing all the time, I take this reviewing process that I do very seriously. And what I mean by that is that if I've got something in here for review, I am going to talk about my understanding of that product, whether I like it or not. There will be no fluffing of facts. There will be no leaving things out. There will be no always doing positive reviews because that's all I want to take on. So far, I've talked about things that I have been actively interested in. So those reviews have tended to be more on the positive side of things because I have found them that way. But one thing I will promise you, that is, if there is anything I find that is negative to my understanding of what audio is, and I was just doing some maths a couple of nights ago, and I've been saying I've been in this industry for 35 years. I've actually been in this industry for next year 40 years. So turning 53. I'm turning 54 in February, and I've literally been doing this for the best part of 40 years now. I've had an understanding and buying equipment and interested in music since I was a 12, 13-year-old. So I really consider that's where things started with me, and then obviously it went into all manner of different areas in the industry, from sound engineering, tracking, mastering, live engineering, hi-fi sales at high-end audio shops, a lover of high-end audio, an owner of high-end audio and ultra high-end audio. And over that time, I've met some amazing people, and I have learnt a lot of really valuable lessons in the industry. And I want to impart that knowledge base that I have to help you guys. So you will always and will always get the truth from me. My integrity is everything to me on this channel. If I don't like something, I will tell you I don't like it, but I won't just tell you I don't like it. I will tell you why I don't like it, because why I don't like it might not necessarily mean you might not like it. There is a lot of things to consider. We'll step our way through all of that as the reviews go on, and there will be more reviews coming this year. I've got a lot more dealers that are very interested in sending me product. The channel is growing, and with your help, it will grow further. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button and liking the videos, because my community, our community, is growing all the time, and that's going to mean that I'll be able to bring you some amazing product into this room and be able to talk to you about it, and that will be great for all of us. So a lot of really interesting things to shortly announce on the channel. I will be have some really exciting news on one front, and certainly also will be announcing some of the partners that I will be working with to review product, absolutely completely independently, because that is my absolute non-negotiable. I have to be able to speak my mind about a product, and I can't be censored and won't be censored in any way moving forward. It's what you're going to get from me is my opinion. So you will, and as you have done in the past, which is wonderful, you've put great weight and gravity in what I've been talking about on the channel, and a lot of you, certainly with the Stack products, for instance, the Stack audio isolation products, have all found them to be everything that I was talking about in the videos, and so that's wonderful. I would hope that suggests to you that my opinion is my honest opinion, and will always be that. So enough of that. Let's get back into the first installment of this review series on the Bacch Adio, which is the analog digital version of the complete unit. And you'll see all of that following this announcement. And then I will do a further introduction into the next stages of this. So we'll step our way through it eventually over the next few weeks. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything, and please like the videos. That's all I can ask. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. We'll talk soon. Bye for now. G'day everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's a bit of a long shot I've got here because I talked to you about bringing some crazy high-end components, some brand new cutting-edge components to the channel. And it starts with this black box here in front of me. This is the Bacch SP, and we're going to pull this apart. We're going to get it out of the box. We are going to, I'm going to show you the whole process of how this arrives here from the States in a box like this. We're going to go through the whole process of literally unpacking this, showing you everything that is in the box. Then we're going to walk through and step you through the process of putting it into my system and wiring it in, and then going through the setup process for the Bacch SP. And now this particular unit is essentially updated to the version 3 of this unit, which is the current spec unit with all of the bells and whistles installed in it. So it has all the upgrades that Theoretica offer in the in this particular unit. So it's fairly pimped out. It's got everything in it you could imagine. So we're going to go through that. We're going to put it through its paces. We're going to put it in my system. We're going to listen to it. We're going to spend probably a good month with this in the an Aussie Audiophile lab here, and we're going to see what we can find. We're going to see. I'll talk to you about my impressions as we go through this process. I'm learning too on the go here, so I've downloaded the owner's guide for this unit. So I've got to read and go through all of that. Should be really exciting. This is all the rage at the moment. This is what everybody's talking about, and so I'm going to put this thing through its paces, and I'm going to learn about it and see just how good it is. So we need the trusty knife, which we have. We'll cut through the box. And as we go, oh, beautiful. Right, cut down through the top of the box here. And here we go, stage one. I'm just making sure you guys can see everything as well. So box is open, and we've got a box within a box. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so this is best I probably do this here like this. So we've got a large, sort of not a thick box, as you can see. It's a deep box. And when we get this open, we've got a piece of foam which we'll get out of the way. And here we go. Looks like the accessories pack. So this is everything in here that you would need to accompany the unit itself, which I'm sure is below us. So let's I'll do a camera change here and give you a closer look at this, and then we'll press on from there. Okay, so first of all, it looks to be that we have an iPad. An iPad here, which would no doubt have all the software and the ability to do all the changes we need to do on the fly. So that absolutely is an iPad. What else do we have in here? We have a little flight case. You can see it's got beautiful packaging here. Nice tough flight case. Let's open this up. Aha! So this looks like the microphones, or the earpieces, sorry, and so these are quite special, these earpieces. So they are, I'll give you a closer look at those, bring them up to the camera. So this is obviously the earpieces, and then that runs down. It's a beautiful braided protective cable here. It's got a clip on it, I guess, to put that on your arm, and then a multi-pin DIN plug here that has all of the, so that looks lovely. It's all beautifully presented and wrapped and protected. So that is the microphone, or the earpiece setup. It's got its own little case here that it goes in. What else do we have in here? I'll bring this up closer. Looks like we've got a flash drive here of some sort as well. Let me see if I can get this out. Yep, so a little flash drive, USB flash drive. So no doubt there's information in there that I'll need to go through. I don't know what any of this is doing at this stage. This is literally, as you're seeing it for the first time, so am I. So anyway, I'll just move microphone or earphones out of the way. What do we have in here? Let's have a look. We'll place that down there. Little zip bag, felt zip bag, and we have all manner of different earplugs or earpieces, as you can see. And there's plenty more in there too. There is copious amounts of those, different shapes and sizes to make a perfect fit into your ear. And I've dropped a couple of those, which I will pick up and put back in there. But anyway, that is the earpieces that are there. So that looks like the headphone section or earplug section, microphones or whatever they happen to be calling them. So what else do we have in this box? We have a very long USB cable with a it's got a female end there and a male end there, and it's looks like several meters. So I imagine this probably hooks up, from what I've read so far, to the camera for the head tracking. So we've got a set of the old black and white minstrel white gloves there, which is a nice touch. What do we have here? We have another little bag here. Let's unzip this and see what we can find in here. Looks like we've got some little spike feet arrangements here that probably screw up into the bottom of the unit. It's a nice touch. All separated. What else do we have in this bag? Is that it? Yeah, that looks like it. There's just some little felt pads there as well that come with the spikes, and that was obviously to protect the equipment that it's going to be sitting on, I would imagine. So another nice little felt bag with a Velcro sort of tab on the back, which obviously keeps it all together, and that's sort of fitting in a foam piece here. So it's quite well set up so that everything fits in there nicely and nothing comes out. What have we got here? It looks like a microfiber cleaning cloth, actually. Yep, a black microfiber cleaning cloth, which is again a nice touch in the box, which would obviously be for cleaning the unit. So that fits in its own little spot there. And it looks like we have a tripod here. Yep, it's a little tripod for obviously the tracking camera. This is all, aluminium, metal arrangement. Nice quality, no problems there with that at all. That looks adjustable in every way, shape, and form, and that would be there. What do we got under here? Aha! This looks to be the camera itself, and it is. So this is the head tracking camera, as you can see, with its attached cable, USB. Looks lovely. Yep. So that's the camera side of things. They're all in that little spot. So we'll let that sit there. Okay, what have we got in here? Okay, this looks like a wiring loom. Yep. So we've got 3-pinned XLR leads here. All look like conventional. Here we go. This is a multi-pin arrangement here. You can see there. Focus in on that. This is the other end of that. So this will wire things together. And anyway, we'll learn about all of that as we go. So that's what's in the black. And this is a sort of thick plastic, heavy duty looking bag. It has a spot there, so it's packed well. I can't there's no way I could say anything negative about the way it's packed. It's certainly, going to come all the way over from America to Australia, which is the other side of the world, and not be in any risk of anything being damaged, and nothing obviously looks damaged. It all looks well packed and well presented, and that is good. So let's move this out of the way. Okay, so here we have the unit itself. By the look of things, you can see it in there. It's again very, very well packed in heavy duty foam, which centralizes the unit right in the middle of the box and suspends it up off the ground, and that is well done. So I will put the camera back down here, and we'll attempt to pull this out of here. Right. Oh, and it's got some weight to it as well. Dear me. Oh, that's heavy. There's a fair bit in here. So let's turn this up on its side. You guys can see that. And let's. Okay. So again, this is really heavy, thick foam. Well done. This is really good. I'm pleased with this. It's how I expect to see something that costs this kind of money. It should come adequately protected. It's a substantial investment. Same thing on the other side. Put those over there. All right, nice felt. This is really heavy duty felt that we have here, and there's the Theoretica logo. It's stuck on there, and that's metal, so that's of quality. And here we go. This is oh goodness, it is heavy. Well, there's a lot in that, so let's just get rid of that, and I'll bring it around. Oh, there is some weight in this, so there we go. That is the front face of the unit. There's the side face of the unit. Now you can see it's like they're an angled side, as you can see there. The other side of this unit is again the same thing. It's got plenty of ventilation. We look underneath it. It's heavy. This thing is properly heavy. This thing would weigh, I reckon, I'm not sure, but just guessing, probably 8 kilograms. So you'd have to work that out in your own country. Oh, let's spin it around and show you the back. As you can see, this thing has got every potential blanked out area has got an input in it. So it's got all of the options. Everything that is available, I'm told, is in this unit. So that is the back section of this unit, and I'll sit down and put it back on my knee. Anyway, so that's what we've got at this stage. I think that is everything in the boxes that I can see. This is now out in the Australian air, and I'll the next phase of this will be the setting it up in the system and wiring it in, which I will do in the next video. And we'll then start going through the processes of me between now and then reading and learning, and hopefully we can get some help here in the actual setup and the walkthrough of the system. Hopefully we can get hold of Edgar, and so that you guys can see the process. I'm hoping that's what will happen. I have not got that confirmed as yet, but if that does come to pass, you will see the process that we go through to get this in the system and set up. It could be a very good reference for anybody considering buying one of these or the variations of this, and putting it in your system. You'll be able to have a reference to be able to go back on as we walk through the stepping out process of getting the system tuned in to the room. This is all the talk in the hi-fi world at the moment. So there's not very many of these in the country in Australia. So we'll put this thing through its paces, and I'll give you my honest opinion about how I find it. So far, the packing of this unit is first class. Can't fault the packing at all. It's all very, very, very well put together. So we'll go through the next stages of it, and if you stay tuned, you'll see it all as I see it all. So until the next installment of this, it's bye for now.